Greetings, La Joya ISD community. Today in our central office, we get to celebrate our Thanksgiving gathering. Annually, we gather to memorialize and take time to be grateful, not only to our students' efforts to be high achievers, but to our teachers who dedicate their lives to make sure that they can have hope to gain and embrace the American dream. To our leadership that always set the course for our campuses to achieve and to progress and to develop as a learning culture, and ultimately to all of our parents in the school community. It takes a community for us to raise our children.
At La Joya ISD, we recognize the hard work and commitment of our central office staff and administrators. So we just want to bring them together with this luncheon to show our appreciation, to say thank you, mil gracias, for everything that you do day in and day out. And of course, it's a perfect time of giving. So here we are showing our gratitude for their service.
I want to share with you the very first thing that I'm thankful for this morning before I share my remarks, and we actually say a brief prayer to bless the bread that we're going to share and break together this morning, is I want to thank God for my mom and my mom for bringing me into this world, and that I have an opportunity to make my parents proud, even though they're both passed away. My school community, my family, my brothers and sisters. I'm grateful to be a member of this wonderful district that we call La Joya ISD. In 1621, a group of colonists decided to get together after a series of long winters, and our history records that our colonists got together to memorialize, to take time to say thank you, to make a count and a list of blessings that they could be grateful for. I just want us to draw a moment in our time. La Joya ISD has been serving this community for 100 years. You know, next year we begin plans. This team's gonna begin plans, not just for Thanksgiving gathering like this, but we're gonna celebrate 100 years of service. So for 100 years, we've been preparing our children and our youth to embrace the American dream. 100 years ago, we were a world power, but today we are the standard. And at La Joya ISD, we have so much to be grateful for. Let me make a short list to you. We're one of the largest districts in South Texas. We are financially sound. Our children go to Ivy League schools, UT, Baylor, A&M, and they do well. And guess what? We do such a good job of loving them that they want to come back. They come back because we treat them well, because we love our children. You want to know what else we should be thankful for? We're a strong B district going to be an A. You know, our data tells us that we are a B district. Our finances tell us we're an A district, Mr. Garza, right? We are one of the highest performing districts. So when we have a chance to present to TEA, we do it with pride of ownership, with honor, saying we are the darling of the South, Mr. Commissioner. We are a vibrant and high-performing school district. We are La Joya ISD. We're together as a family at La Joya ISD. This is Thanksgiving. We're gonna break bread together, and we're about to say a brief prayer. But I would ask that the same desperation that brought our colonists together for the first Thanksgiving, where there were more homes, empty homes, than people that were alive or left to survive. But they felt it necessary not just to come together. It's written, they didn't come together just to ask God for help. They came together and said, we need to start saying thank you. Let's take an account. Said, you know what, let's not be selfish anymore. Let's take a moment to start with thank you. And on this day, we're gonna start by saying thank you. And I think that's a very powerful lesson in our country's origins. Before we start this prayer, as we bow our heads, I just want to let you know that I'm grateful for every student that is a member of our district, and I ask God to protect them. I'm grateful for every teacher that is committed to this district, and I ask God to continue to give them strength. And I'm grateful for every principal that has taken the challenge of being a leader in this district, and I ask God to give them motivation and endurance so they can continue fighting the good fight for our district. For every parent that is here supporting us and believing that and trusting us with their children, I thank God for those families. And I ask God for a blessing over each and every employee, and I ask God for a blessing over the institution that we call La Joya ISD. We're going to be faithful to our families, to our children, to our teachers, and we're going to thank God today as we break bread together for allowing us this privilege to be members and families and brothers and sisters at La Joya ISD. And we can all say in His name, amen and amen. We're grateful to our community, we're grateful to our country, and we are grateful to God. Blessings, and on behalf of our board, our administration, and our teachers, to all, have a happy Thanksgiving recess.